So once again, welcome back to Academy to Anfield, guys. Episode 42 now of The Save. We're back in January. We've got an FA Cup game to play this episode. And if you're wondering what the title was, I will explain it in a second. It's basically we're going to field an entire squad of homegrown players, but we'll get into that and I'll explain more in a second. However, a couple of things I do want to show you. Not a lot of time has passed since you were last with me. Of course, we had that 1-1 draw against Man United, didn't we? Then followed that up with a little bit lucky to be honest, but Ben Doak scoring in the 90th minute to make it 1-1 against Newcastle. Somehow then, Man City came to town. We beat them 3-0, absolutely played them off the pitch. Likewise, Brighton went away and beat them 3-0. And then we just had a home game against Southampton. So we've got Hull City, and I think, because I want to try and get through this season, not quick, but probably a little bit quicker than we have done in the past. I think we're going to go play the FA Cup third round and come back for that Ajax game of the Champions League. However, there's a little bit more to tell you. Of course, Premier League, we are sitting quite nicely at the moment. We're fourth in the league. Arsenal are running away with it at the moment. Win our game in hand, and we're only 1 point behind Chelsea in second. So we're doing quite well. We're doing a lot better than we did last season, just put it that way. We don't need to talk about last season too much, but yeah, we're doing better than last season. Also, just something to quickly show you. I'm pretty sure it's not on our fixtures yet, but if we win this third round against Hull City, we play Bolton or Swansea. So yeah, we've hopefully might go a little bit further in the cup competition than we did in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, we're going to get into the Hull City game in a second. However, Champions League, we'll just touch upon that. We did have a very, very nice start. We went 4 on the bounce, but we've struggled the last 2 games. So we're sitting just outside the automatic playoffs. But, and a big but, we have, I think that's Panathinaikos, isn't it? Yeah, Panathinaikos there. No, it's not. I don't know who that is. And then Ajax at home. So I think we're going to play all of these games off camera. Come back for the Ajax game because I want you to see me qualify for the Champions League knockout stages. So I think that's what we'll do. But in the meantime, I'm going to get into the lineup for the Hull City game and explain more about what I mean. So this is what I mean by saying our entire squad is made up of homegrown players this game. Hopefully, they're going to do the business for us and it will be a very, very good moment for us. But let's run you through the lineup. We've got Bailey Carrot in goal, Bradley, Pennington, Bajcetic and Watmore as our back four. Our midfield is Harvey Elliott, Trent Alexander, Arnold and Mark King. And then, of course, our front three, we've got Ben Doak, Tornianen and Stone up front. But not just that, let's take a quick look at the substitutes. We've got Kelleher, Millward, Gomez-Webb, Beck, Carvalho, Gravenberch, Hamill and Kumas as our substitutes. So there we have it. From top to bottom, we have a homegrown team. A homegrown squad, should we say. And let's just hope they can do the business. So, of course, I am going to be very, very disappointed if we don't win this. More so because I've bigged up the fact that we've got a homegrown squad numerous times, not only in the thumbnail and title, but in the intro to the video. So, if it all goes completely wrong and we fall flat on our face, I'll feel a little bit silly. So far, so good. Tornianen here. And he's just put that wide. Tornianen, however, is having a very, very good season for us. I think he's got about 4 or 5 goals in the Premier League this year, and a couple of assists in there as well. So he's developing quite nicely. Again, we'll take more of an in-depth look, like we always do at the end of the season, of these players, just to see how they've developed over the year. And actually, I'm going to be really honest. I'm quite excited about looking at them at the end of this season. Pennington has already come on leaps and bounds this year. Of course, Mark King seems to be developing very, very quickly into a good player. Stone also done a little bit of business this year in terms of goals, as has Tornianen. And, I mean, right on cue, we're talking about Stone scoring goals. There we have it. Tornianen, assist, Stone, goal. And that's kind of, I want to see more of that. And that could be the future of the team right there. So, always nice to see them two involved. Tornianen, of course, did start off as a natural right winger, but we have moved him over to the left. Seems to play a lot better coming in off that left wing. But so far so good. Obviously Bailey Carrot in goal. I think he's 16 still. I'm not sure if he's turned 17 yet, but he's one I'm going to be trying to bring in and out of the team for potentially cup games, maybe even lesser Premier League games that, you'd like to think where we're turning over certain teams. So he'll be coming in. Of course, Watmore, you see Watmore there in his first start for the club, Geordie Watmore. And I think it's about time we sort of bring him in to try and develop him a little bit more. Of course, we've got Robertson for another couple of seasons. However, Owen Beck just doesn't seem to be cutting it. And Watmore is only 3-star potential ability, but who knows? We might bring him in and try and develop him over the next couple of seasons, and he might turn into a bit of a tidy player for us. So, because I don't think I want to be relying on Owen Beck for that long, if truth be told. So, no offence, Owen Beck, of course, but so anyway, so far so good. Only 1-0 up away to Hull, but we do seem to be playing the better football. I don't really want to make a silly mistake at the back and all of a sudden it be 1-1. I don't think they've deserved much of a sniff at goal yet until right now as I'm talking. But luckily hits over the bar, and the score stays 1-0. But we've not played. I mean, possession wise, we've had a lot of the ball. I mean, long throw coming in now. Just looking to see if we can get this away, and that's gone over the bar as well. Hull City do seem to be just getting a foothold in this game. But of course, like I was saying, we seem to have a lot more of the ball and more shots. But as we all know, more shots don't equal more goals. So hopefully we get something here. So Elliot, who's probably one of the most senior players in this squad now, especially on the pitch today, into Ben Doak. Ben Doak with loads of time, and that is such an easy goal there from Ben Doak. Nice composure, nice finish, 2-0 up, and I'm really. Do you know what? I'm really enjoying playing with this team. Let me know what you guys generally think about how we're doing. The fact that we've managed to field an entire 11 or an entire squad of these young homegrown players, and are competing against one of the better teams. I think they're 10th in the championship. One of the better teams in the championship. Things are going pretty well. I mean, all of the front three have had a great game, but I do think we're going to bring on Johnny Webb there, take off Ben Doak, as is. I think we're going to come and rest Trent. Bajcetic can swap with Trent, and I think what we'll do is bring Millward on, and then swap Millward, Pennington around there. I think we might leave things as they are for now. See if Tournian in there or Stone can get a little bit more involved in the goals. It would be nice to get a couple more, as it always is, but a clean sheet as well. A clean sheet, especially for I'm not going to say it now. I think I might jinx it, so let's just not talk about it. But it would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, Pennington on the ball, plays it to Tournian, out to Watmore. Had a quiet game, not really seen too much of Watmore. King to Stone to Bajcetic, playing around quite nicely. Watmore just manages to get that ball back before Hull hit us on the counter-attack. Elliot now, shoots from 25 yards out, and that wasn't going in at all, was it? Have got a corner, though. We have got a corner. Would be nice to see Pennington pop up with a nice header here, as he always likes to do. Gets quite a few goals most seasons now. Pennington's getting quite a few goals from headers. Most notably that hat-trick he scored last year, I think against West Ham away in the first half. So that was, do you know what? That was quite a strange moment to see a central defender scoring a hat-trick in the first half. So, but here come Hull, nicely tackled there by Pennington. Tournian plays the ball to Bajcetic. We are playing some lovely football, giving the ball away a little bit too much though. We seem to be sort of running into trouble. Luckily though, the press is managing to get us the ball back. And there we go. Just like for the first goal, Tournian to Stone. 3-0 up. Stone's got 2. Tournian's got 2 assists. And I don't think really you could ask for a better game than we are playing. It's nice to see. It really is nice to see. Hopefully in the next couple of years, this sort of team that we've put out today can compete in the Premier League and not just sort of stay in it, because I mean, I'll be sacked before that happens. But actually compete at the top. Of course, we're lucky to be blessed with the likes of Trent, Gravenberch, and I mean Johnny Webb there nearly got himself in on the action as well. But yeah, we've got players like Trent, Bajcetic, Elliott, Gravenberch, who are already at the club. But obviously, it's not that easy. You've still got to bring through your own players. And of course, I think of our youth intake, we've got Carrot, Millward, Watmore. I mean, Bajcetic there, getting in on the action for a fourth. We're doing a lot better than I thought, guys. We really are. I mean, it's the perfect game. I'm so happy that I didn't hype it up that much and then completely fall flat on our face. So that's always good. Always good. I mean, I think that's probably it now. I'm not sure who we're going to play yet. We might find out in a second. I did say it was, I think it was Bolton or Swansea, wasn't it? It would be nice just not to concede now. I do like keeping clean sheets, especially since they're few and far between. But with Webb on the ball, it looks like we might even get a fifth. It really does. Bajcetic into the area, plays it back to Webb, to Elliott, and I mean, I don't even know where that ball ended up. It sailed that hard over the bar. But there we go, yeah. 4-0 winners away to Hull. Very, very good game. And of course, not that I've said it too many times, but we play with the homegrown team, the homegrown squad, and we never look like losing, did we? So, absolutely fantastic performance there from the boys, and hopefully we can qualify for the Champions League next stage in this episode as well. So things have changed ever so slightly. I was going to come back and show you the end of the Champions League qualification round for the league phase. However, the fourth round of the FA Cup is come up first, so we're going to show you that instead. And the plan is to come back next episode straight away and play Ajax in that final game. And then we're going to play league leaders Chelsea in the Premier League. But first and foremost, since that FA Cup battering against Hull, we've played 4 games off camera. We've not conceded a goal yet. So, I mean, if you look there, 3-0, 3-0, 2-0, 4-0. We like 3-0s. We've just won 3-0 3 times in a row. That's a mouthful. But we're going to play Swansea now in the FA Cup. And then we're going to come back for that Ajax game. As you can see, we are literally a point away from automatic qualification, and Ajax there are in. So if we beat Ajax there, we will get automatic qualification, but we'll do that in the next episode, along with that Chelsea game. First and foremost, we're now going to go play the 4th round and call this an FA Cup double header episode. So let's get straight into that and hopefully get through to the 5th round. And yeah, because we played so well against Hull City, we've gone for exactly the same lineup, completely unchanged. But I will run you through just the first 11 this time. We've got Carrot in goal, Bailey, Pinnington, Bajcetic and Watmore. Midfield 3 is King, Elliott and Trent. And then, of course, up front, we've got Tornianen, Stone and Ben Doak. So hopefully more of the same, please. It would be nice to get another victory with our homegrown players here. And then, yeah, that would be pretty much the perfect episode. We've won about 4 games off camera as well. So things don't look like they can go wrong for me at the minute, but maybe I should just wait till the end of this episode before we properly talk about things going right and things going wrong. But Trent already, I mean, is that offside? Possibly. There's no VAR, is there? No. It's offside. There we go. But yeah, let's wait till the end of the episode perhaps before we start talking about things going right and wrong. One thing I do want to touch upon, I did forget when I was showing you the games that I played off camera, I did play a couple of these players in the QPR game and the Leicester game, I think it was. And Stones just hit it wide there. But Carrot in goal has played 2 or 3 games that we played off camera. Didn't concede a goal, so that's really good to see. He's played 4 or 5 games now, so that's always good to see. Again, Pinnington is having a great season. Watmore's played a couple of those games as well. He played very well. And of course, Tornianen got a couple of assists as well in between. So things are going very nicely in terms of development, in terms of these youth players playing very good football. I wonder how long it will be before I can actually stop calling them youth players and just start calling them players. Because some of them are, I think, like approaching 21, and that's not really a youth player anymore. So maybe after this season we'll have to start just calling them players. But so far, so good. Watmore, like I just touched upon, has had a good couple of games. So it would be nice if he can have another very good game for us. And I think actually we found the perfect role for Trent in that deep line playmaker position. It is, of course, his best position, but it didn't really suit our style of play for a while. Of course, we were trying to develop Bajcetic to play there as well, but he seems to be playing a little bit more as a centre-back now, which is always good to see. King, oh, and what a goal. King there from the edge of the box, snaps at the shot, and it does go into the bottom corner. That was a beautiful goal. And again, I've talked about it so many times now, but Tornian in there with another assist. I can't imagine there's many players, maybe Trent, that have more assists than Tornian in this year. Like I said, to come the end of the season when we talk about all the players and their development, etc., Tornian will be one that I'm sure. Oh, and there was and Trent's hit that over. That was a hell of a shot, that free kick, and it come back off the post, and Trent smashed it over the bar. But yeah, there'll be a couple of players that I'm really excited to see how they develop, because already I can see that they're doing a very, very good job. But of course, going back to Trent, we were talking about Trent and then Bajcetic, and the very good thing I've got with Bajcetic is, yes, he can play as a centre-back, but when Trent needs to fill in at right-back, he can slot straight into the deep line playmaker position, or if Trent's injured, unfit, Bajcetic can go in there. And we've even got Gravenberch that can play there. Not amazing, but pretty good. So we've got quite a lot of versatility within the squad, actually. I was going to say within the defensive midfield position, but actually we've got sort of versatility all along the back four, midfield, and up front, really. Probably the one position we're lacking at the moment is a striker and maybe a left back, but we can play Gomez as a left back if we need to. We've also got Owen Beck, we got Robbo for now, and as you can see, Watmore. But we're apart from Jason Stone, we have got Kumas that can play as an inverted winger on the left. That was a lovely ball through to Stone, and he's absolutely shanked that wide. So bad. That was awful. But yeah, we've obviously got Stone and then Kumas to play up front as well. We lost Nunez and Jota in the summer. So if we're lacking any position, it's probably striker, although Ben Doak can play there, Johnny Webb can play there. They can all play there, but it's not their best position by far. So, but anyway, that is enough about, I'm just going to tell him I'm not happy, but that's enough about versatility and all that. And let's actually talk about the game. And so far, so good. We're 1-0 up. We've dominated the ball. We've got nearly 60% possession there. And actually, shots-wise, we've dominated as well. Shots on target, maybe not so much. We've only got 3 on target. An XG of just over 1. So it would be nice to start converting those chances more than we have done. But so far, so good. And I think I might be looking at Lewis Kumas, to be fair, to come on for Jason Stone. He's had a bit of a quiet game. Also, Ben Doak, I think what we might do is bring on Johnny Webb. I was looking at Carvalho there, thinking maybe we bring him on, but I think for now we'll just keep with taking Ben Doak and Stone off there, like for like anyway. Hopefully that can give us a bit more energy at the top of the pitch and convert one of these chances we keep making. So Bajcetic with the ball. We've got every player, bar the goalkeeper, in the Swansea City half. So dominant is probably a fair word to call it. King into Tornianen. When I think the keeper knocked that over there. That was going for the top corner. Yes, I think it was, yeah. Corner to us. Trent with the corner. Would be nice to see Pennington pop up with a header. Just misses it. Back to Webb. Webb hits it over. But we're getting the shots in. We just need to start taking them. Too often we play a 1-0 game, get to the 80th minute, and all of a sudden concede and find ourselves nervy and on the back foot for the last 10 minutes. So it would be nice for that not to happen this episode. Considering we've got 2 huge games now coming up in the next episode. Of course, the Ajax game and the Chelsea. I mean, this is what we were talking about, and he's hit the post. Oh, and there we go. It's what I didn't want. I mean, all right, they scored 4 minutes earlier than I predicted and said to the 80th minute, but I mean, they've just scored out of nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hopefully, though, instant response from us. We need to take one of these chances. Tornianen with the ball on the edge of the box. I mean, that's away by Swansea. Mark King on the ball, plays it to Watmore, to Bajcetic. We're so far forward, we don't want to lose the ball. Webb to Trent. Trent on the right wing. Plenty of space, plays it back to absolutely no one. Somehow, Trent gets the ball, and it's a goal, 2-1 up. Don't really know how we managed to get the ball there, but nicked it off the defender, slammed it into the bottom corner, and 3 minutes later, we're luckily, and I will admit, very luckily, we're back in front 2-1. It would just be nice to keep hold of that now, considering, I mean, they've had 4 shots, 1 on target, and they've really made us work for this the last 5 minutes or so of the game. But 6 minutes of stoppage time, I'm hoping we don't have to see another highlight. Why do I say it? Maybe I need to say I hope we get loads of highlights when it gets to the 90th minute, and hope for the best. But we need to win this ball back. And there's a lovely, misjudged header from the Swansea defender. Kumas hits it wide, but thank God we don't have anything to worry about. I'm pretty sure that's it. Just waiting for the referee to blow up. And 2-1 winners. We've won the FA Cup 3rd and 4th round this episode. So an FA Cup doubleheader all over the pitch. We've had homegrown players playing, so it's been really nice to see them. And hopefully we get to field more teams like that in the future. I know it's not always possible in the Premier League because we still need to be competitive, but it is nice when we can play the entire squad of homegrown players. But of course, thanks for watching, guys. We have got a big episode next episode, so if you're not subscribed, please do keep up to date with all the content that's coming out of the channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.